This is Didi's Art Workshop. If you like staying on a budget and DIYs, you're in the right place. If you're new, welcome and don't forget to subscribe. Today we will be making these yummy peanut butter pumpkin treats. Your pup is gonna love them, and we're gonna be reviewing a treat maker. Did you know that March 13 is National Canine Veteran Day? Well, today's video is part of the collab What Month Is It? Hosted by the following hosts. The host Tammy with Happiness Created, special guest host Brandy with the DIY Struggle, the co-hosts CJ with CJ DIY and Brenda with Rustic and Lace. Make sure to check out the playlist for more inspiration, more DIYs, and to meet more makers. The rules were to choose something that represented the month of March, so this is why I chose this particular DIY, tutorial, or review, whatever you want to call it, or all three. This holiday or this special day is to honor all of the dogs who have served our country. So Molly and Balton would like to share this special treat recipe, and we'd like to review this product for all their little special furry friends. Did you know that canine dogs have been around since 1942? An organization called Dogs for Defense was founded. It was founded to train dogs to be sentries for supply depots. Approved by the U.S. Army in March 1942. The U.S. Army Canine Corps was founded on March 13, 1942. And the rest is history. So let's get ready to celebrate our America's patriotic pups. So how do we observe National Canine Veterans Day? We can adopt a retired canine dog. We can give our own pooch a treat, which is what we're going to be doing today. We can teach our dogs new tricks and so forth. Spend time with your pup today and maybe buy this or just get creative. Why is National Canine Veteran Day important? Because they're here to protect us. They're adorable. They're incredibly well trained. I hope you learned something awesome today, and remember to celebrate March 13th. Today I'm going to be opening this box with you guys. I bought this little gadget. It's a dog treat maker, a mini dog treat maker. I bought it at Target for about $15, and the brand is Dash, as you can see. I haven't used it yet because I wanted to make these treats with you guys, and hopefully I encourage you to buy one, but let's see how it goes first. I was able to look at a tutorial. I would link her description below. Her page is 2 Cents Chick, and I went over her video, and out of all of the tutorials, I loved hers best because it just looked like it worked for her. Open the box first, you guys. This is the box right here. You can find it at Target. I'm super excited. Let's go ahead and see what it comes with. This is a little card that tells you they're on Instagram at by Dash. It encourages you to go review their purchase. We have the actual treat maker. We have a recipe book. If you'd like to see more dog treat videos or more dog related DIY videos, let me know in the comments below because I love my pups, so I would love to do that as well. So let's go ahead and see this little gadget here. I love novelties. I have a little mini waffle maker. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's about $10. I also have a donut maker, which I have yet to use, but I'm super excited to use it. So this is what it looks like. It has little bones. So if you do have a waffle maker, it's the same concept. It's just in little bone shapes. As you guys can see, super adorable. I love the color. This is the color of my appliances, so it works wonderful for me. It's just like a waffle maker, except it's for dog treats. So let's go ahead and use this awesome little gadget, and Molly and Bolton will let us know if the treats were good or not, and stick around, do not leave, because I really want you guys to see us make these and taste them. So Bolton, are you ready? Molly, are you ready? Are you ready to test this out? I think they're ready. Let's go, guys. Now let's jump right in and let's get baking. I already have all my ingredients ready, and we are going to be using half a cup of pumpkin puree, 3 tablespoons of unsweetened, unsalted peanut butter. That's very, very important, guys. 1 cup of whole wheat flour and 1 egg. So what I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be mixing all of my ingredients together, and I'm first going to be putting in a bowl my pumpkin puree. I am now going to be putting in my peanut butter. Our 1 egg. We are going to go ahead and mix all of these ingredients together very, very well. Our batter should be very, very smooth. And now we are ready to put in our wheat flour. And we're going to be just pouring it in slowly. So pour a little in, mix, pour a little in, mix, and so forth until you pour all of your wheat flour in. Now, I decided to just get in there and just do this with my hands, just kind of like a dough, because I just thought it was going to be much faster this way rather than doing it with my spatula. And I felt it worked so much better. I felt like I was making some tortillas or something, but this method is just much better. Just go ahead and mix it first. And once you start noticing that it's getting thick, then you can go ahead and get in there and just smash it like you're making some tortillas. So now we are ready to roll out our little cookies. And I saw 2 Cents Chick do this. She added a little bit of flour to her hands and to the dough or your surface just so it doesn't stick to you. I didn't find it to be crazy sticky, but it does help a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit of flour on my surface, roll it out, and we're just gonna be rolling it to make a long snake, I guess you could say. And we want this part to be not too thick, not too thin. And now we are ready to cut little strips about 2 inches long. And I didn't measure this part, I'm just kind of getting an idea and trying to make them all be around the same size. I have already plugged in my little treat maker and the little blue light should come on when it's ready. So this is nice and hot. Be careful whenever you do open it. And now I am ready to put in my little strips in my little bones. My first batch came out a little bit thick because they were my first batch and it was my practice. I do think I made my little strips a little bit thick. It's okay though, my treat still came out, but I do suggest you not make your strips too thick because then it's gonna have excess on the cookie. But it's okay because I'm gonna show you guys how to fix that in the end. That's just what I saw in my cookie. And once we've closed our little cookie maker, we leave it aside and we let it bake for about 5 minutes. And while those cookies bake, I'm gonna go ahead and start rolling out some more little strips for my second batch. And you guys, let me tell you, each batch came out better than the last. You start getting familiar and you start getting an idea on how thick your little strips should be. I think the first strips were too thick, so I kind of understood, you know what, I have to make them a little bit thinner. So as you go along, you'll start seeing how big, how thick you need them. But either way, they're gonna come out fine, guys. Like I said, you can still fix them in the end. Stick around so you can see how I fixed the ones that didn't come out so great, but they still looked cute. So my first batch is ready and I'm gonna go ahead and use these tongs that I bought at Dollar Tree, and these are actually perfect. And I actually brought my cooling rack and I'm taking the little bones out and I'm putting these just on here. And as you can see, I put a little bit too much dough, so there is excess cookie, but it's okay because we're gonna remove that in the end once these are cooled off. So stick around so you can see how I do that. Fairly simple. And now I am ready to put in another 6 cookies or little bones, and I'm using this spatula that is very small, and I actually loved it because I can pat down the little bone or the little dough so I don't get burnt. It's very easy to get burnt if you use less dough, and I am using a little bit less, that way there's not so much extra dough. But when you use less dough, you can easily get burnt. I mean, it's not crazy hot, but you do need to be careful. So this spatula was great. It's small. You can get it at Dollar Tree. I've seen them there, but this one's not from Dollar Tree. I actually had it from a little baking set that I had from Target. But anyway, this little spatula is great. It gets the nice bone shape. And we're gonna let that sit for 5 minutes, and we are gonna keep making more little strips, and we're hoping that this second batch is better, which it will be. And remember, these are homemade, so they're not gonna be perfect. They're gonna have that homemade feel and a little homemade look, and it's okay, guys. But I'm really excited on how they're coming out. They're coming out better. The second batch actually does come better. Just wait and see. The third even better, the fourth, and so forth. And you guys, the second batch is ready. Let's take them out, and we're going to use our little tongs once again, which I loved, you guys. You have to get these if you do get this little treat maker. And we're going to go ahead and put these in our cooling rack, and look, they already look much better. I used a little less dough. Remember, the length is about 2 inches. The strips do have to be not too thick, not too thin. And I did notice that once they're thinner, my cookies came out better. But like I said, the only problem is when you make it less dough and thinner, it's harder to put in there because you can get burned a little bit. And like I said, it's not crazy hot, but do use your spatula. The spatula helps a lot so you don't have to burn yourself. So this third batch, I did use a little bit less dough. The little strips were skinnier. So like I said, they did come out better the third time, and then you will see keep getting better, right? Because we're learning together. And the third batch is ready, and you know what they say, third time is a charm. So let's see how these came out, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and get my cooling rack so we can take these little babies out. Yes, they definitely are prettier. They're better. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. I think they are looking much better, y'all. Okay, let's try one more, y'all, and we're gonna go ahead and speed this up so we can see how they came out. Oh my gosh, y'all, the fourth one is even more perfect. Look, it doesn't even have much excess of the cookie, and I'm gonna actually be dropping my cooling rack in a bit, so yeah, oops, y'all, I'm gonna have to fix this. But anyway, I'm gonna do one more just so you can see that if you keep going and if you keep practicing, I just get better, you guys. So don't give up. If you do buy it, just try it a few times, play with it until you feel comfortable with it. This is my first time using this, so I think that's pretty cool because we're learning together, and you're learning from my mistakes and learning how I did mine. And so this is how they turned out. Like I said, they turned out better each time I did it.
Baby, I will show you how you can catch my vibe. And right away, got so much time looping in the blurry lights. Get in my way now, don't be shy.
So this is the part I was telling you guys. I am just simply breaking the little excess of the bone so that little extra won't be there. I am just simply breaking it off, I should say. And look, it looks more like a bone, and it doesn't look like I used too much dough. So you guys, all you have to do is break it off. If you do need your little bones to get a little bit harder, what I did, I just put them in the freezer for like 2 or 5 minutes and took them right out. That way they could be nice and hard. I don't want them to freeze. I just want them to get cold so I can tear this part off. And look, they look perfect. So if you do have extra little dough, don't worry about it. You can always fix it later. Just make sure you break it off gently because you don't want to break the bone or break the cookie. And we are done. Let's see what Molly and Bolton think about our treats. So we are done with our little bone cookies, and I'm actually very happy with the results. Here they are. Some of them are better than others. The first ones were a little bit rough, but as I kept baking them, they got better. So this is one of the last ones. Look how good those look. They don't look perfect. Remember, they are homemade, so don't be so hard on yourself. Don't want them to be perfect. And remember that the first batch, we did add a little bit more of the dough. So just break it off, and if these are gonna be for like a gift for another little furry friend, you can always just cut or break it off and they will come out better. As you can see, this one, it's not perfect, but I had cut off a little bit, and like I said, the last ones did come out better. And these plates are ready for the pups, as you can see. And we are gonna see if Molly and Bolton approve, which I think they will because Molly eats everything. Bolton's the picky one. Bolton's the boy, Bolton's the black one, and Molly is the lighter brown one, and she eats anything, and I have to be careful with her. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you will be buying this product. Will you be making them? Pros and cons. Pros, it's a fun way to make treats for your doggies. It's very fun to play with the recipes. This is my first one. I will be making more and hopefully uploading another video. If you'd like, remember to let me know in the comments below. So that's pros. Cons, I would say that is a little time consuming. You make 6 cookies in 5 minutes. My dogs are pretty big, so these little cookies, I'm gonna have to, maybe not give them as many so they last. Everything that we used, all the materials, I left still a little bit of dough in the fridge. I'm gonna make them later, but if you do have little dogs, this is perfect. But would I buy it again? Yes, I would. It was $15. I don't think it's expensive. It's a fun way to make treats. Of course, you can always bake them in the oven. This is just another fun way to make treats for your doggies. So this is the moment of truth, guys. Let's see if Molly and Bolton will eat these up. So are you guys ready? I am. Let's bring them out. Let's call the puppies and see if they approve. No, that's not yours, baby. That's Bolton's. This one's yours. This one's yours. Okay. I think it's doggy approved. Yep, they ate it all up, you guys. Success. Yep, they ate everything in the pumpkin puree. So you guys, I am so excited that I actually bought this product, and Molly eats everything, so I wasn't really concerned about her. I was more concerned about Bolton. He's the picky one, and my husband just gave me one. Now let me try it. Let's see if these are good. This one's mine. They're actually good. Sugar-free. Remember, the peanut butter must be sugar-free. Okay, sit. You guys, I'll share it with them. Sit. One for you. Oh, sit. One for you. No more. They're actually good. Remember, the peanut butter, it must be sugar-free and unsalted. It's very, very important. Please do not get sweet peanut butter. So that is all, you guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you guys so much for joining us in this collab. Make sure to check out the other makers in the description below and let us know which DIY was your favorite. And remember to celebrate National Canine Veterans Day. Don't forget to push that like. Don't forget to subscribe. Remember to spread love, kindness, and stay crafty. Right, Bolton? Reviewing this product. What do you say? I think he agrees. Bolton, do you want to come say hi? Come here, boy. This is Bolton. And here's Molly, you guys. If you don't follow them on Instagram, make sure to check out Bolton and Molly. I will link their Instagram below. This is my Molly. What do you say we review this? What do you say, Molly, we review this? You agree? I think they're on board.